You're listening to a Prairie Punk House Companion right here on the Prairie Punk Press Network. The views expressed by any host or any guest on the Prairie Punk House Companion are the personal views or opinions of the people who express them and do not reflect the views or opinions of anyone else on the show or any company, employer, or any other organization that the individual expressing them has or will affiliate with in the past, present, or future. Hey everybody, listen to a Prairie Punk House Companion. We are now on episode 44. My name is Neckbone.
Hi, I'm Jerbear, and today is not the day to fuck with me.
Why is that?
I'm pissed off. I'm fucking grumpy. I woke up at 1 o'clock puking. 1 o'clock in the morning puking last night. And then I slept on the couch so I wouldn't disturb my wife. And then I'm on muscle relaxers because my back is all fucked up. My elbow, I got tennis elbow. My tennis elbow is all fucked up. So I'm completely falling apart. Like, I may as well just like start writing a will or something because my days are numbered probably. And
I mean, all of our days are.
But yeah, work has been shit for 3 weeks. It's just been total fucking chaos there. And then I had to deal with some latchkey bullshit today for my kids. So just a quick question. If you had a child,
I do,
under the supervision of an adult, how would you feel if that adult called your kid a crybaby after they got pushed?
I mean, that'd be kind of a weird thing for an adult to say to a kid.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be weird?
I think so.
And shitty?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to go talk to Latchkey today, and I wound up yelling at her because she was like, yeah, I called her a crybaby. I call all the kids crybabies when they're pouting. I was like, you know that's against our policy of not bullying, right?
Right.
And she was completely obstinate and like pushed me so far that I started yelling at her, and then she said I was bullying her.
I think that she needs to consider a new career.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She should not be
working with kids,
in charge of children.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I fucking had it today.
Yeah. We have guests though.
We do. We have Kevin, whom I met at a rock show at Kirby's a couple weeks ago. We chatted about my patches and crust bands and a little bit about the Wichita music scene. And he brought a friend to hang out as well. Caleb from Verrückt. Caden, what did I say?
You said Caleb.
It happens all the time. I would have no idea.
I thought I said Caden. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
From the punk rock band Verrückt and the hardcore band Clawed Out.
Yeah.
Are you the drummer in both of those bands?
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
How long have you been playing drums?
Oh, like 3 years.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Like that.
That's a respectable amount of time.
Yeah. My kid wants to play drums. I'm thinking about getting him started now because he's really interested.
You do it now. In like 5 years, he's going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he's 4.
Infinite Annihilator.
Yeah.
So I'd be super stoked if he was 9 and playing in a punk band already. I'd be like really excited. Rad. So yeah.
When my oldest was like 3, we found like a tiny little drum kit for her at a garage sale for like $20.
Nice.
So we got it, and I mean, she beat the shit out of it, but never really like took it seriously.
Right. Yeah.
And then she took guitar lessons from Zach Roach when he was doing free guitar lessons for a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to point out for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, I'm wearing my Chicago Bulls hat in solidarity of what's going on in my city. And I did get it from a thrift store, so I did not give the Reinsdorfs any extra money.
So. Good. Hey, fuck ice.
Yeah, fuck
ice. Fuck ice, yeah.
Yeah, and the Texas National Guard, get the fuck out of my state.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Didn't. Oh no, that was Oregon, where a judge said you can't do that. But J.D. Pritzker and the governor are suing Trump, trying to get the National Guard out of there.
Yes,
they have
Governor J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Yeah. My bad. So I mean, I assume it's a different district court, so that ruling will be different. How do you feel about how that will go?
I think that the courts will probably rule that there is no legal means to deploy another state's National Guard into the state of Illinois. I think Trump will ignore that.
Yeah.
Like, and ignoring everything.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Only goal right now.
And J.B. Pritzker has already said that if the Texas National Guard comes out in battle rattle with firearms, then they can expect to be met by the Illinois National Guard.
Nice. I will say though that the Chicago Police Department was supporting ICE in their efforts in the city. What the fuck is up with that?
They were until they started getting tear gas too.
Oh,
because
good.
ICE doesn't give a shit about local PD. They just couldn't give a shit less. Yeah. So, and that became apparent when they just started firing off tear gas right into a crowd that the CPD was already trying to control. And the CPD had no gas masks or anything on. They were just in their regular, beat uniform.
Did you see that? Did you see that old ass priest get shot in the head with a pepper round? Yep. That's fucked up. And then an 80-year-old couple got the shit beat out of them by ICE. Like this 80-year-old woman had blood like poured down the front of her shirt because ICE beat the shit out of her.
And a gash, either her or the guy had a gash, like a huge gash on their head too.
I think it was her. Okay, I think it was her. That's where the blood came from. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
We'll try and keep the politics at minimum since we have guests. But one other thing I wanted to talk about. Neckbone, you sent me a post yesterday from some fucking posers in Tennessee who have a podcast that almost apes our name, but it's like a much worse version. Yes. The Patriot Punk Podcast.
Yes.
Now, I haven't watched any of their episodes or anything. I looked at them, the people who host it, and one dude, his only personality is his beard.
Yes.
And a beard is not a personality. Granted, I have a beard, but that's not my personality.
We both have beards.
Right?
It's fine.
It's facial hair, not a personality. Right. Dumb fuck. Yeah. And the other guy has a really, really bad mohawk.
Yeah.
Like we both had bad mohawks.
Oh yeah, mine was terrible.
But not as bad as his.
But also, I was terrible. 18. I was 18 when I had a bad mohawk. So
yeah, exactly.
It's fine. This guy's like our age.
That's the time to have a bad mohawk.
So, yeah.
And he wears like a suit vest and a tie, and they're a part of the Turning Point USA network. So they're funded by billionaires while calling themselves punk.
Yeah. They're AstroTurf. Yeah. They're punk.
Cosplayers,
punk cosplayers,
so you sent me that, and so
they're our nemesis,
I went to their page. They should be. We should fight them. I went to their page and called them fucking posers, and they're like, ooh, like we care what somebody from Kansas says. Like,
they're in fucking Tennessee.
That's fine, dude. You're in Tennessee. What the fuck do you want? You're fucking conservatives in Tennessee. You're not fucking punk. I don't give a fuck. This is what gatekeeping exists for. It's not to keep people who are inexperienced out of the scene. It's to keep fucking chuds out of the scene. It's to keep the scene safe from fucking assholes. All right, so that's off my chest. So, Kevin and Caden are here to. That's what I said, motherfucker.
I was preemptively correcting you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate your interruption.
No problem.
They're here to talk about the current DIY music scene that I have aged out of and don't know anything about. So, one of the things that has been on our minds is what the DIY scene is like now, what the punk scene is like now, and what's going on with it, and how the kids are doing, basically. And like I said, we're fucking old, so we're not really attuned to what's happening. So, when I was talking to Kevin, I thought it would be a really good idea to have him come on and talk about the current DIY scene. So, full disclosure, we had a 2-hour conversation already, but the recording got raptured.
Yes,
because it was when the rapture was happening, and I don't know of anything else that got raptured, but that episode was raptured. So
this is the Kevin's
like deja vu all over again.
Second time on the show, but that's the lost episode. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll be more prepared this time, so I won't be meandering.
Right.
This guy can also shut me up in case.
That's all right. I cut all the meandering out of each episode, so that
we do a lot of that.
So it sounds smoother post production.
Kevin, you kind of already know what we're gonna ask, but
yeah.
Caden as well. How did you get into punk rock, and what was kind of like your entry point as far as music goes? Once you got into it.
I really got in during COVID. I just they froze grades at school, so I didn't give a fuck, and I was just doing whatever. And one of my friends I got introduced to before then was finally being able to hang out again after COVID, because their parents were very you can't go out and do anything. You have to be outside and wear a mask, even if you do, for a long time, justifiably so. And after that, we hung out more, and they introduced me to playing bass. And I was doing that for a long time, and then eventually they were like, "Yo, we should do a band or something." And it was 2 people that played bass and 1 person that played guitar, and I was like, somebody has to play the drums. And I fucking sucked it up and bought an electric drum kit and started off doing that. And that would be 2020.
Okay.
2021 era. And then eventually the third person ended up leaving the band, and it was just me and Liz, and we just played a lot for a very long time. And I grew up in Mulvane, so my big entry point in wanting to play music was this band called Peter's 1914, which did not. That band ended a while ago, but that was definitely my entry point, because they also were just people that had lived in Mulvane for a long time and had the place called the Lumberyard that they'd be at all the time, and just slowly became more friends with them, and then we were able to use the yard as a practice space, and then it went from there.
See, you've got a way cooler story. I didn't have any sort of venue or anything like that in my hometown. I'm from Newton originally, which is north of Wichita, actually. We didn't have any sort of venues and like that. I got into punk music technically if I was 7 years old and I heard the Johnny Test theme song for the first time. That's when I heard it. I was like, oh, a lot of people in the YouTube comments of that YouTube video were like, this sounds like American Idiot by Green Day. And then I discovered Green Day via Johnny Test's theme song. But I didn't really start listening to a lot of punk music up until COVID, just like you said before that. I didn't listen to a whole lot of music before COVID. And then I kind of just decided to listen to a whole bunch of Green Day, which spiraled into other pop punk bands like The Offspring, which then led to skate punk bands like NoFX, Bad Religion, that sort of thing. And that kind of led me to spiral to listen to a bunch of different punk music that I listened to today. And I decided to pick up a guitar along the way, and I've been playing it since 5 years now, I would say. Yeah, 5 years.
Nice.
See, if I were from yours, it would definitely be Nirvana.
I didn't really get
I think I just took the question differently, but Nah, if you're like that, I definitely started with like my friend really liking Nirvana, and then we would just listen to that shit all the time.
I was skipping my I was skipping school my freshman year when news came out that Kurt Cobain murked himself.
God,
It was weird.
Dude, I remember I love Nirvana so much. I got so into it, and I remember like being a teenager. I would like cry, feeling so bad for Kurt. It was like holy shit, dude. I couldn't imagine like. Oh God, yeah, that had to have been crazy.
That's me with currently with Alice in Chains. Like,
oh my God, that guy too. Yeah.
I broke up with my girlfriend just like a couple of well, almost a month ago actually, or yeah, almost a month ago, and I'd just been listening to nothing but I think I listened to all of Dirt like the day after.
Such a good album.
Yeah, I just remember I fully just like lane maxed, just alcohol surrounding me. Probably not the best thing to do, but it felt necessary for the vibe. I didn't score any heroin, but I don't think that's possible. No, definitely not. And also, I don't think you can get real heroin anymore.
Neckbone, did you ever get into grunge? Was that
I did,
you
yeah.
ever
Well, I mean,
really cared about?
Nirvana was huge when I was in freshman in high school.
So Nevermind came out when we would have been in
sophomore,
7th grade.
Was it that early? What year was that?
Yeah. It came out in 91 or 92.
Okay. Yeah, it was 13 and 91. Yeah. So
we were in 7th grade. I mean, that's when I got the tape.
Yeah.
By my 8th grade year, I didn't give a shit about Nirvana anymore, though.
I still liked him into high school, but most of that was because a girl I had a crush on really liked him. So did I.
Yeah.
But
I never got into Alice in Chains.
I did.
But
a
lot of people really, really like them and hold them in higher esteem than Nirvana sometimes.
Yeah.
I think
it just wasn't my cup of tea.
It's definitely a lot more metal influenced as opposed to Nirvana. But I don't know. I think that just like the dual harmonies of both Jerry Cantrell and Lane Staley, they have a really unique effect. That's something that you don't see in any other grunge band. And also, they probably have the most technical guitar work. Like Jerry is heavily underrated guitarist as well.
No, their guitar work is really fucking good.
Yeah,
like their drummer's also amazing. Yeah, Alice in Chains is so good. I love them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, us in high school was the grunge era. Nirvana and the Pixies were probably two of the bands that got me on the path to what would help me discover punk. And then, you mentioned, Kevin, you mentioned Green Day too. And I find it interesting that so many people from so many different generations list Green Day as one of the first punk bands they heard that got them into punk. And that's why I never call people who listen to Green Day posers, because we all started there. We all listened to them first. If it weren't for Green Day, we'd have like maybe 50% of the punks that we have now.
I mean, you probably had there are two waves when Green Day was most popular. You guys probably had the Dookie era around 94 or something like that. And even though that I was born in 2005, which I think was like a year after when American Idiot came out, I still remember being 5 years old, walking through the mall and seeing all of the little not just punks and emos all wearing black and red and stuff like that, basically just cosplaying Billy Joe Armstrong at the time. And you can still see that a lot of people dress like that even today in the emo revival sort of fashion style. And also they listen to the music as well, Green Day hasn't put out anything great in 10 years though, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I
don't think I can mention anything post American Idiot.
No,
off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up.
I don't even know what came between Dookie and American Idiot, to be honest.
Insomniac, Nimrod, and Warning.
Nimrod. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that. The only reason I know American Idiot is because that one came out when I lived in the UK, And so I got a lot of shit for it. And I'm like, it was an American band that put that out, right? Like, you guys get that?
I remember the first time I heard Green Day as the first time I saw the video for Longview, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was super into it, and then it spiraled down into I don't know, Crust Punk from there. Went from there to Crust.
Well, and
I mean, not directly. There was
I mean, I discovered the first band that really made me decide that I was gonna like probably focus more on punk, because I was kind of a metalhead when I finally got into punk. I was actually waiting in my buddy's car with him to get Green Day tickets because they were coming to Wichita. They played the Cotillion in like '94, I want to say '93. I think it was '93. Yeah. And he was like, "Hey, you like metal, and I want to try to get you into punk." So this band they kind of have metal guitar riffs, but they're a punk band, and it was a band called NoFX.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened to NoFX.
Dude, you need to listen to NoFX. Like, just go and listen to The Decline right now. It's such a good fucking EP.
It is really good. It was
The Decline is super good.
We put on Linoleum, which was the first NoFX song I ever heard.
Yes.
That was everyone's first NoFX song. But it's such a good song.
Yeah, it's so
and
good.
Then I discovered all kinds of stuff after that, through, Nirvana and the Pixies, through Green Day, through NoFX. Then you just find, deeper and deeper cuts, more and more and then, you discover like the anarcho-punk, you discover the crust, you discover,
Right.
So everybody's got to
What's your favorite NoFX song?
I'll say Freedom Like a Shopping Cart, just because it's really underrated.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That whole album is underrated. I fucking love Heavy Petting the Zoo. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Seeing Double at the Triple Rock. That's probably my favorite.
That's so much fun. That's such a
great song and
it's
a great video. Look up the music video on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen the video. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's If you're a hardcore Christian, you might be offended by it, but if you're not, then it's fun.
Mine is probably a tie between Release the Hostages and The Bag, because I'm like, I struggle with my mental health and depression, and both of those like really hit the sweet spot of that.
Last time we were talking about some of the venues that are around Wichita now, especially like the all ages stuff. Back in our day, we had a place called Howard's, which I'm guessing is long gone.
Oh yeah, dude, it was I mean, I don't even know what it is anymore. I think it might be like a what do you call it? A humidor, where they keep
cigars.
Cigars, the right temperature and some shit like that. I don't know.
Cool.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, right?
I love that for that place. Good for them. But what are some of the all ages venues that they have now? Because full disclosure, you guys are not 21 yet, right?
He is.
I'm 20.
I am 20.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'd say the only real all age venue we have. Okay. All ages sober or just all ages?
Just all ages. We were never sober at Howard's either, but they didn't technically give us alcohol, but we just drank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of those.
As teenagers do.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's obviously the Furnace. It's the all ages sober venue. That's like the venue everyone goes to. And then you have
a couple house venues as well.
Yeah, a couple house venues. You have
the Dojo.
Got the Dojo. You got Goku's Bar and Grill.
They're really people's houses,
Yeah, it's just people's houses, and I think that's it.
Yeah, the dock shut down.
Yeah,
there are a few other venues as well that were basically house venues. There was the Dam that closed down probably last year.
That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
It didn't close down 2 or 3 years. If it closed down 2 or 3 years ago, it just happened, or 2 years ago. So I remember seeing them.
Yeah, the Dam.
And then Girl Help did close down.
That's like a year ago.
Yeah, probably a year ago. So it's for the most part, it's been like one actual official. You can say official as much as you want to say, run by one guy, Clayton, here in the scene, kind of an older, and his partner Sav. Yeah, for the past 2 years or so, where they've been running the venue. First, it was the Annex, which closed down in November of last year, but they found a new spot and they christened that the Furnace. It's basically the same vibe. The same people came over, the same bands play over. just a different area, you know.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of house venues come and go, but
always.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Nice. Like what parts of town are like the venues in? Are they close to downtown, or I'm just trying to think of where they are?
This one, the Furnace is off Central on the west side, I believe. Or no, it's on the east side.
Yeah, so closer to the east side.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember where else.
Annex was closer to the west side because it was like
Annex was on the west side near Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what's near. All I can remember is on Central where those weird shipping container buildings are.
Also,
it's pretty where that is. That's where that's where it is, that area.
Okay. See, when we were coming up, it was all like Midtown,
downtown
type shit.
Like Midtown is where the bigger venues are that are actually sell alcohol and are officially licensed and stuff like that, like the Wave, you know, up until Temple Live, which I've heard that they're shutting down now because of a
Temple Live
over the U.S. and stuff like that, which is
yeah, they fucked a bunch of people over. Queensryche was gonna play there.
I saw Descendants there back in July.
Yeah.
This is a really good show, but
yeah, I don't think I know that one.
It used to be the Scottish Rite. You probably
remember the Scottish Rite. Okay, yeah. Well, we had the Red Room too, which was actually mostly just a cult that happened to have shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the Bean had shows sometimes. I think we might have played the Bean. There was a coffee shop called the Bohemian Bean at Douglas and St. Francis. And so we would go there and hang out, and we would go to NASCAR Park before they fucked it all up and drink whiskey there, and then go back to the Bohemian Bean. And it was mostly like there was a huge goth scene that hung out there, and just like a handful of punks, and then every now and again the neo-Nazis would show up and fuck with us.
Yeah. That was what united us and the goths. Was we Nazis.
Yeah. Goths, indie rockers, rude boys, and punks and skaters all kind of banded together to resist the fucking neo-Nazis.
I think we asked you this on the Lost episode. Is there a big neo-Nazi problem there now in Wichita?
No, that's the thing.
I've never ran into. Nazis.
I've never ran into them either, and definitely not in our scene either. We know that if any of them showed up, they'd instantly kick out. CJ would fucking have their head against.
Dude, CJ would kill somebody.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things I brought up last time is I asked that question because there's a bunch of fucking stickers downtown for like white nationalist bullshit, like recruiting stuff. Like
I did see a couple of those.
Oh, did you?
Anyone's faces though? Now, I've never seen anyone that so much has been wearing red suspenders or red laces on their docks or anything like that.
Yeah,
not anyone that's like openly trying to flag themselves with some sort of dog whistle.
I mean, it could just be a couple of fucking groypers who are just trying to make it seem like
I can believe
presence, and
there's a bunch of crew cut, having like little white boys, in their early 20s or something like that, probably members of Turning Point. I can believe that.
Yeah. So back in the day, there was this old guy. How old do you think he was? I mean, he was probably our age, like our age now. Back then, and he would like recruit a bunch of fucking disaffected youths to a skinhead crew. And they were called the River City Skins, and they were a fucking terror for kids in the 90s. It was fucking terrible.
They tried to recruit me at Town East Mall near the food court.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I don't have to worry about
Town East still a thing.
No.
Town West is not, but Town
really?
East is. Yeah.
Is Wichita Mall still there? The one on Harry?
Oh fuck no, dude.
Oh shit.
Right.
I know.
I did a show
used to be
a while ago.
Really?
Yeah, there was a show there.
I did not know about that.
They did like an electronic fog light kind of deal.
Oh,
it was pretty.
Where was that?
It was at the West
Town
Mall.
West.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Does not exist anymore. At least.
Right.
I got jumped at that show too.
Really?
But the building's still there.
The building's still there. It's all been boarded up.
It's gonna be a fucking business park or some shit now.
Of course,
cool.
it is.
The anchor stores are still there, so there's still like J.C. Penney's and Dillard's, and there's a movie theater there, but all the inside mall shit it's going to be like some fucking business.
Do you remember Indian Springs Mall in KCK?
Yeah,
it's like on like what's it on fucking Parallel Road or something like that in Kansas City, Kansas. Parallel Parkway. Yeah, last time I went there, it was nothing but it was like no kidding, and this was maybe only 10 years ago. It was like pager stores, and everybody was smoking inside. I don't know if you're allowed to or if they were just doing it. Like,
it's time travel back to the 2000s.
It's like, is that a fucking pager store in 2015? Okay.
It didn't even register to me that you were talking about pagers. I was like, oh, yeah, that's weird. But wait.
Yeah, pagers. Like a beeper. Yeah, a beeper. Fuck. Yeah.
Dude, we got to go back to using pagers for real.
I don't miss it.
So that way I can like smack it down.
I never had one.
Really dramatically.
I had one. My credit was too bad to get a phone. And so I mean a landline because this is before cell phones. But so I went and got a pager, and it became a real pain in the ass because somebody paid you and you have to go find a payphone. So I had to keep like a bag of quarters in my car so I could like call these motherfuckers back. There'd be something stupid like, "What are you doing?" What the fuck are you paging me?
Sounds like an awesome side quest to have. You don't see payphones fucking anywhere anymore. They're all gone.
I mean, there's a quick trip down the street for me that had a nice little bank of payphones on Harry and Edgemore.
I wish I had.
I bet that Quick Trip's still there. You could go get a.
Quick Trips don't close. Quick Trips.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, go get a sleazy cheese.
Like Waffle Houses. They'll be working through the apocalypse.
Oh, for sure.
There's no Waffle Houses here still, is there?
No, there isn't, and there really should be.
There really
should
be.
There's one in Kansas City. There's one in KCK.
I went
right up there. It's only 2.5 hours. Come on.
Only 2.5 hours for Waffle House.
Be dedicated.
Right. Yeah.
Have I ever talked about my Waffle House theory on the podcast?
I don't believe you.
I don't think so.
I didn't mention it last time that I was here with you.
Yeah.
So I posit that Waffle House exists in its own universe. It's the Waffle House universe. There's only one Waffle House. There's just many doors into the Waffle House universe because it's always the same greasy cook. It's always the same haggard waitress. It's always the same surly truckers in there. It only makes sense that it's its own pocket universe because they're all exactly the same. It's the only rationale that makes sense.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
It's like
prove me wrong.
For money laundering.
Oh yeah,
there's no other way they can exist.
My mom actually used to work at Long John Silver's. When I was
didn't. There's no fucking way.
She did.
That place isn't real.
I remember she brought me like popcorn, shrimp, and stuff when I was a kid, and that honestly, I haven't had it in years, but I remember being so good.
Is Long John Silver still around anymore?
Yes, there's actually one. Not far away. There's one on Seneca.
They're doing very well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
There's one across the street from Town East, and it's a Long John Silver's and A&W.
Yep. I live
and
3 minutes away from that one. It's right by Chipotle as well.
Nice.
Yeah. We went there not too long ago, and it's still just as terrible as it's ever been. Whenever we go out of town as a family, if there's a Captain D's,
Captain D's, please.
I will shout, Captain D's, please, and we have to go there. If
you
don't know, Captain D's is the same as Long John Silver's,
but it's in the South.
It's in the South. And
so when I lived in Virginia, they were all over the place.
Yeah.
They
had a commercial in the 90s with this kid with a lisp, and he would just shout in the middle of the commercial, Captain D, please. So we always say that whenever I see one, and we have to go there, and my family hates me for it. But
that's right. It's still not as bad as Spangles commercials.
Mudslide.
No, God damn it. Don't put that earworm in me.
The code
dude,
word
they sell fucking drive-through liquor.
I got one.
Spangles?
Just a couple of days ago.
Can you explain to me how it works?
Okay, so this happened Sunday night. I was actually hanging out with a friend. Both of my friends are 21, so I was not purchasing. I was just merely a spectator in this.
A passenger?
From what I understand, apparently it's illegal to buy liquor after 8 p.m. on Sunday in Wichita or something like that.
Yeah.
So Spangles does not care about this though.
Oh,
so
good.
It was like 9:45.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Steven family runs Wichita, so they can do whatever
No,
the
this
fuck
is
they
true.
want.
Steven
family's going to fucking get you for saying this.
This is true, but at the same time, I've served a couple of them, and I've already seen them at their worst. What else are they going to do to me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I work in fine dining, and of course they're fucking out to eat, you know?
Yeah.
That's
the younger ones
worst
actually
service industry job to have.
The older ones are garbage, though.
Yeah.
Besides the point, we pulled up at like 9:45. I think they were going to close at 10. My friend, he pulls up, he orders like 3 large screwdrivers with extra shots in them, and then they're like $7 a piece. But each of them came sealed in a plastic bag that had like actual seal.
Okay.
So that way, it technically counts as a closed container.
Gotcha.
I don't know as to how they were able to get past the rule of, you know, getting alcohol. Maybe it's like the fact that like it counts as a establishment and not like a grocery or like any sort of liquor store, you know, maybe because like maybe some people
like a bar or something.
Yeah, like a bar. It counts as a bar, maybe, you know.
They just type in the amount it costs on the computer and charge you it without
Right. Yeah.
From what I understand, they started selling alcohol as a way to survive during COVID, and frankly, yeah.
Makes sense.
Wild.
It was like
fucking
the most
wild.
vile tasting screwdriver, but it worked. There was alcohol in it.
Right. Yeah.
My friend used to serve Renee Steven
That bit tips and sales gift cards, doesn't she?
at the Hyatt. She would come into the Hyatt at like 10 o'clock in the morning and just start ordering screwdrivers and was
That
just
tracks. Yeah.
a shithead. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, are you?
Robbie's son came over.
Are you?
What's that?
What's that?
Oh, I was talking about how I've served Rodney's son and I've served Rodney himself. Rodney's son is a nice guy. He's very particular about his order, but he tips pretty well. Rodney is a real piece of shit, though.
Oh yeah. So you're front of the house then, so you have to actually face the customers. I'm so sorry. I was back of the house almost the entire time I was in the service industry. It was great. Didn't have to talk to anybody except other kitchen staff. It was fucking amazing. I tried waiting tables once and it lasted like a week, and I fucking quit.
Frankly, I can't imagine doing your job because I see all of the food orders that I don't know how a person can cook 20 things all at once. That cannot compute in my brain. And also the fact that you probably make like a flat 15 an hour when I'm making like 30 plus.
Not back then.
Yeah. I was making $5.75 an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse. It feels so
And with no tip outs.
No tip outs.
Kitchen staff didn't get tipped out back then either.
No, exactly. Frankly, I think you guys have a way harder job. My job almost feels like a scam. Sure. I laugh at old white people's jokes, and I take the money.
See, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's like I had to have at least a little bit of like. My mom kind of raised me to be a pushover and take lots of shit, you know, which is kind of depressing. But at the same time, I guess it does lead you to pretty good serving jobs. And there's not many jobs where I can work like 15, 20 hours a week and still pay my rent.
Yeah,
which is
pretty nice.
Right now, I'm a full-time student as well, you know?
This is true.
It's not something I want to do for the rest of my life, though.
Right. Yeah, when I wanted tips, I switched to delivering pizzas so I could still get the tips, but didn't have to go back and check on the customer. You just drop it off, take the money, and you fuck off. It's great.
I really enjoyed bartending.
That's what I want to get.
I worked at a college bar so I could be an asshole and still get tipped because, you know, they appreciate that. Speaking of rich assholes as customers, do you know who the Ruffins are?
No,
I not.
Okay, well, Phil Ruffin Sr. is buddies with Trump, and he owns a shit ton of property, like real estate around town. His bratty fucking son used to come to our bar, and I wasn't getting him a beer fast enough. And this was like a Saturday around noon or something. We served sandwiches too, but nobody was eating. They were just drinking, but we were fairly busy. And he was like super salty that I didn't get to him fast enough. And so he called me the F slur. And he's a billionaire. Like, they're super fucking rich. And I was like, get the fuck out. And he's like, what? It's like, get the fuck out of the bar. Like, you're not going to fucking talk to me that way. And He looked like I slapped him in the face, like he had never been talked to like that before.
Because they have.
Right. He looked at my boss and he was just laughing. And he's like, "You gonna make him kick me out?" And he's like, "Yeah, get out." He's in charge. So he left, and it took him like a good 6 months before I let him come back in. And awesome. I think he apologized to me, and he wasn't quite as much of a dickhead after that, but he still fucking sucked.
That's fucked.
That's why I want to work at a gay bar.
Yeah. Oasis or Rain.
Rain or XY or whoever is willing to take me.
I don't even know if Oasis is
I've been hit on by enough men.
Oasis from the 90s.
I know that.
Okay.
That's tip worthy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask, like, is Oasis still around?
I don't think so,
dude.
I haven't heard of Oasis, but I've heard of XY and Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
I think Oasis is old and closed down, but it's just in my head as one of the gay bars because it was around back when I was going to bars.
Yeah, I used to go to Oasis sometimes. I got bought a lot of drinks. It was great. Yeah. Drink for free. Why not?
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of drinks when we went to, was that place in Kansas City?
Which one? Not Sidekicks.
No, not Sidekicks. The one on 39th Street.
Missy B's.
Missy B's, yeah. That place was fun.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. Is Sidekicks?
Probably not. Missy B's has like entertainment. Missy B's has like drag shows and shit.
Yeah.
Sidekicks didn't have shit.
Yeah,
they didn't like offer anything. It was just a place to drink.
Well, it was a gay cowboy club, right?
Yeah.
Like it was cowboy themed.
Right. And not like ironically.
In Kansas City.
No,
not ironically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gay rednecks who tried to kidnap us. There was a 2 or 3 month period in Kansas City when we lived up there, where there's this same car full of dudes would try and get us young punk rockers into their car, and they like pulled a gun on one of my friends to try and get him to get into the car, and he like I don't know if he got in a fight or just threatened them or what, but they were like, it was kind of fucked. They circled the block 3 times when I was walking home one night, and I had a case of PBR with me, and I like held it up like I was gonna smash them in the face with it, and then they left me alone. But it was wild.
True.
I mean, 38th in Maine was fucking crazy back then, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rough. It's pretty gentrified.
Well, that's where you got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I did. Yeah.
We just got home from, was it Subhumans or Citizen Fish?
It was Citizen Fish, yeah.
So we went to go see Citizen Fish in Lawrence, and we came home, and he went across the street from our apartment to get a sandwich. Mm-hmm. And I noticed some dude following him, so I was kind of keeping an eye on it because it was a wild neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I was brushing my teeth and went out on our balcony. We lived on the 3rd floor. Went out on the balcony, and I heard like a scuffle, so I looked down. And some dude was on top of him, and Neckbone yelled, "Call the fucking cops!"
Yeah, it's probably the only time I've ever said that in my life. But
right, and I was just like, "There's no time for that." And then I was pretty drunk, so the next thing I remember, I'm like running down the street, chucking bottles at this fucking dude. Mm-hmm. And
he jumped the fence behind bleeding. He like jumped the fence by the porno theater.
Well, he jumped over a fucking dumpster, man.
Yeah,
there was a dumpster there, and he like hurtled over the dumpster and the fence. It was fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Crackhead strength.
Yeah, God damn. That's crazy.
Now I'm wondering that when I go to see GBH at the Bottleneck there, if I'm going to see anyone who's like that.
No, you'll be fine in Lawrence, man.
Oh, Lawrence, yeah. This was in Kansas City.
We were in Kansas City when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
You
only have to worry in Lawrence if you're a college girl or if you're trans. I have a trans friend up there who has.
No, but I've been called that many times. Because I'm a guy with long hair, so
yeah.
Well, obviously that means you're fucking trans or something,
right?
Yeah,
egg status.
Because men have never had long hair before in the history of humanity.
You guys ever been up to Howdy or Farewell in KC?
Where's that?
No.
What
They're
neighborhood?
on Stadium Drive. It's like real industrial, like southern Kansas City, Kansas side.
Oh, is it like
It's like an abandoned dog pound building, but it's also a bar. And then the
is it
one
like
next,
close to the NASCAR track or something?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't been there.
That place is scary.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we played with Hockey Smile up there whenever we went on tour in, what was that, April? And they, like, Hockey Smile's guitarist parked down the street, like down a side street, like past a no man's land point that no one told him about, and his fucking car, like full of all of his like equipment to play that night, like got stolen.
Oh,
And then
fuck,
like
dude.
a week later with nothing in it, and the car was fucking destroyed. Like,
fuck, that sucks.
they still played that night too. It was
Yeah.
crazy. I could not have done that shit. I would have just gone home.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah,
damn.
that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that was rough. That was fucking rough.
Yeah, that's fucking weak, man. So how is the scene? Like, is it pretty welcoming? Is it friendly? Is there a lot of gatekeeping? Last time, the last episode kind of talked about how it's more like hardcore, and
Very tough guy hardcore.
Yeah, very. There's a
like
very
meathead hardcore?
specific.
It's a New York brand of like windmilling, kind of like big hoodie wearing, basketball shorts, spin kicking, kind of like very Madball-esque, Hatebreed, Chromax kind of vibes.
They want to be Boston hardcore so bad.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I mean that's not my cup of tea, but are they chill about it, or are they like
If you're not a kid
meatheads about it?
trying to mosh, and then you piss somebody off. But like, we recently had some shit go down at a show. It's like, what was it? Some kid like felt like he was being targeted, and he fucking fought somebody over it just from like being in the. That was like a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Which, like, this is the first time anything's like that's happened in a while.
Really?
Think. Yeah.
Honestly,
like,
what
for the
show was
furnace, it was like, it was like last week.
Was it like the show? Was it the show? Who was playing?
I think it. Oh shit! I have to look at the flyer.
Because I haven't gone to the show since the one with Primitive Rage and shit like that.
I think it was the show after that.
Yeah, I haven't got. Shit. All right.
I don't remember, but yeah, it was like somebody was moshing in the pit and was like, "Oh man, this guy is pissing me off. He's targeting me." And instead of just like calming down and walking away, he just like beat the shit out of him in front of everyone and looked like a dumbass. And nobody really did anything, which was really disappointing. And afterwards, heard about them they went outside and were like arguing, and somebody was like, "Yeah, you guys should fucking fight it out here." And it was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we
See,
doing?
I used to be a major mosher for my entire freshman year of college when I first stepped into the scene at the Annex. Because honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's so cool. And I was like, well, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And I don't know why. I thought that entire freshman that year when I was just enjoying shows, I thought I was invincible. And frankly, I was surprised I didn't get my nose broken earlier. My nose broke in December of last year.
Oh, shit.
And at that point, it caused me to like really reassess. I had like the Ian MacKaye moment, the moment where he like realized, oh, violence isn't cool anymore, when he stopped Minor Threat and started Fugazi. No, like, it just, I don't know. I think for me, it was like a moment of realization that I'm like, am I really paying attention to any of the bands or listening to the music at all? Or am I just kind of using this experience to get out a bunch of like aggression on people who are, and I'm like, I had to like do a little bit of a reassessment of everything. and afterwards they're just kind of like, there are some moments wherever I'm like, I want to get back into pit, but most of the time whenever I do, it's either like a standard like side to side sort of thing. I'm not out here windmilling and spin kicking people into things anymore. Or whenever like everyone's just like crowding around a vocalist and about to, you know, shout out the lyrics or something. I love doing that. That's like one of the few things about like the more tough guy sort of hardcore where everyone's just like around the vocalist just dogpiling on him. That's really fun.
I mean, I think like a lot of the time that's kind of the case with people that do want to mosh, is they're kind of like new to the scene and think that's what you're supposed to do or whatever. So in 96 I went to the Eaton Hotel and saw the Get Up Kids and some other bands, and I had like a foot tall mohawk and a spiky leather jacket, and I was like punk as fuck, I thought. And the Get Up Kids were playing, and I was like, I want to fucking mosh because I'm bored. And it's what you do. And the Get Up Kids made fun of me for moshing to their Midwest emo music.
That's fucked up.
At least you didn't.
It's pretty funny.
Lose part of a tooth like I did at the Grumple show. So
that's true. I was passed out at the Grumple show. So
you were, but I was moshing. And I decided to take a drink into the mosh pit with me. And I think they were still serving beer in bottles then.
Yeah.
At the replay, I don't think they are anymore. I think they're all canned now. Probably should be because if they're not. Probably. And so I was taking a drink of my beer and running into people and broke off like half of one of my teeth. It's fixed now, but yeah, it's still fake.
It sounds like there's a lot of shows at these venues. Is it mostly local bands, or is there a lot of touring bands, and who's bringing touring bands to town, and like how's that working out? Because back in the day, like we had some friends who basically booked all the out of town bands, and it was like a handful of people who tried to bring everyone to town, but and that was all zine based, so book your own tour stuff, and there were you just threw your phone number to this zine, and it was on a list of people you could call to book shows.
That sounds awesome.
I think the internet makes things a lot easier, but I think it also some of the camaraderie is gone because it's more easily accessible. And also, regionalism is dead because everyone's connected. Like Midwest emo was called Midwest emo for a reason. New York hardcore was New York hardcore for a reason. Right. Boston hardcore is Boston hardcore for a reason. The Gilman Street scene was the Gilman Street scene for a reason. And like a lot of that regionalism doesn't exist anymore because information is so accessible. But I digress. Who's booking shows? Are they out of town, or is it mostly local?
Nah, we get a lot of mostly out of town bands with like local support is what the flyers are most of the time.
Right.
The only time there's like an all local show is like a benefit show. Like a month or two ago, we had a benefits show for a mother taken by ice. That was a friend.
I saw that.
That show was really fucking cool.
Definitely.
That was a good all local show. Then we had that toy drive show.
Right, back in December, which I got my nose broken at.
Yeah. That was good. But, I mean, it's mostly like Liz used to do a lot of booking and get a lot of out-of-town bands in, but for a while now, she's been like taking a step back from booking.
Is she's the singer of Clawed Out, or
yes,
is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
guitarist.
Singer's Madeline.
Singer is Madeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, Madeline or Leo, depending on how recently you saw us play.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liz did booking and got some out of town bands in. Right now, I don't really know who does the booking. It's like a lot of people are booking right now, especially for the Furnace. Like it's just like a lot of people booking, and I know I think Noah books shows sometimes. I think I've heard Shiloh is booking and getting out of town bands here.
These are all people in the scene.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't really know who else. I'm not really.
I don't know personally, but I'm just guessing that it's it's a lot of bands that we've seen play here before. Like we've had Hockey Smile play more than once. Destiny Bond, they played back in the Annex, and they're about to play, you know, here at the Furnace next week, you know. So I'm guessing that like a lot of connections have been built over Insta.
Yeah,
like a bunch of like,
especially like Springfield and Wichita's got like Springfield, Wichita,
OKC and Wichita,
KC and Wichita. We got like a lot of bands coming in from there, and those scenes we're pretty connected with all of them right now. Like we had Peace Pipe, we had Primitive Rage and Vulgarity come through. Who else have we had come through? We had Livid a long time ago.
Livid's from Wisconsin.
Yeah, they came back from a while.
But like they're a bigger band. They toured Japan.
Yeah, they toured Japan.
That's and crazy. Destiny Bond's going to tour Japan too as well.
How the fuck do they keep doing that? That's crazy.
Honestly, good for them. They're fucking good. You know?
Yeah, but
I won't say that regionalism is fully dead in that a lot of the bands we don't usually see a lot of bands coming from like the West Coast or East Coast. Rare occasions you might have like someone but like usually if there's any touring bands, they're from like at least 2 to 3 states away. You're not getting any band from Massachusetts or anything like that, because it's probably just a lot easier because bands are still touring the same old way that they used to. They used to pile their stuff in a van and then have to drive, and it doesn't make sense.
Unless we had Oath from Twin Cities recently as well. Forget where that is. Yeah,
but usually if it's touring bands are either from Missouri, Oklahoma, Colorado, Texas, that's
Nebraska sometimes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna mention you brought up Ian Mackay, like telling people not to mosh or whatever. We saw Fugazi in 2000, and
of course you did. Of course you saw Fugazi. Of course you saw everyone that was cool and doesn't
100% went on his spiel about moshing and not no crowd surfing, no moshing. He went off on it. And Bane played that show too. I don't know if you know who Bane is.
I do not know that.
They're a hardcore band. Lots of people like him. I don't get it. Sounds like jock rock to me, but the singer was like doing stretches to prepare for all of his hardcore dances that he was doing. And it was fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, you got to stretch, man. You can pull something.
Yeah, you got to stretch. Yeah.
True.
I told you I saw Phobia, Drop Dead, The Locust. The Locust. Have you heard of The Locust? They're kind of flower power violence. Justin Pearson, he was on Jerry Springer, like trolling Jerry Springer at one time. Anyway, they played on the porch of our friend's punk house, the Pirate House, and they played for 6 minutes and 11 seconds before the cops showed up, and it was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we don't have any like anarchist co-ops or anything like that, or punk houses or anything like that.
That's real. The scene in general is just apolitical as shit.
It is very apolitical. I mentioned this in the past. I would say Verrückt is probably like the most explicitly political band in the Wichita scene, at least in terms of lyrical content.
Yeah,
he can probably tell you more about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say that
I was just gonna ask how it's received. You said that like it's pretty leftist or
it
whatever.
Is leftist in that everyone agrees on the issues, but no one's willing to speak out on them.
Oh,
like,
like everyone is in agreement. Like if everyone shouts "Free Palestine," you're gonna get a bunch of cheers. But if everyone I don't think there's gonna be many people queuing up to be raising money for any of them, for parts of their shows or anything. They're like,
no, it's it is just like that. It's like, I mean, recently the band Days of Wines and Roses, like they covered what was that song? Sons of Abraham. Yeah, they covered Sons of Abraham, and their vocalist was talking. Oh, what did he say? What did CJ say? He was like,
he said that
as long as we have like community, we don't gotta listen to like whatever. We don't gotta listen to anybody else. We can have each other.
He does have a point in that, like, the fact that like our community itself,
it's like
it's a grassroots. It's an act of resistance itself in the way that it's saying its own.
And that was the most borderline organization, like
call to organization that we've seen from like any sort of band whatsoever.
Anybody.
And we had we because we had so many Nazis here, we started anti-racist action here in I believe it was 98 or 99. There were a handful of zines.
It was
Food Not Bomb. I don't know if that was here, just in
Kansas
Lawrence
City.
and Kansas City.
Lawrence and Kansas
we
City.
didn't do Food Not Bombs here.
No.
We played
most
Food
of
Not
the
Bombs
scene,
benefit, but
a lot of the scene was, I mean, there was definitely a lot of political elements in the 90s, like you and Justin, obviously. But a lot of people didn't start moving left. A lot of people were pretty apolitical until the Bush administration, until after 9/11. And then most people in the scene started moving left, and then there was those, Republic punks who moved right.
Jesus fucking Christ, yeah.
think
I mean, to me, punk rock's always been political and has always been inherently leftist. I mean, since I was in high school, I've been an anarcho-communist, basically.
I could tell from the flag.
Yes.
I mean, I think the best way that we can describe the current Wichita scene is that everyone is in agreement, but I think that maybe most of the younger people think that since everyone is in agreement about how they stand on the issues, they're just content with leaving it at that and just seeing the space as an area to just, listen to music and smack heads around as opposed to doing any sort of actual work towards anything.
Yeah. We thought that in the 90s too, and we can see how that all worked out now.
Right, yeah. I mean, my band is, I'm writing all the lyrics for our band, and it's overtly political. Like, majority of the songs are about labor abuse and class warfare.
I wish the scene had
anti-cop
been
song,
more political
anti-ICE song.
In the 90s. Like, I wish we'd been more active, more political. I mean, you were. I definitely wasn't. A lot of people weren't. Because my attitude was just like, look, I just want to drink, go to punk shows, listen to music, have fun. Like, that's, and I thought the same thing. I was like, look, I'm, we're working toward everybody having the same rights, women have more rights every day. Ethnic minorities have more rights every day. People from the LGBTQIA community have more rights every day. So we're moving in the right direction. So I don't really need to do anything. And that was kind of my attitude in the 90s.
There was never really threat at the time of going so far backwards.
I didn't really
even under the Bush administration, we weren't concerned about backstepping and taking rights away, but that all fucking changed.
Yeah,
I mean,
we never should have been complacent about it.
No.
Yeah, but we also have to keep in mind that you guys did grow up in a time where, technically, gay sex was illegal in Kansas up until 2003. It's just that no one was out peeking through doors right now. But since it's become such a politicized topic, as in the recent years, that I wouldn't be surprised if we had a fucking Gestapo or ICE or anything like that poking their windows.
I mean, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just establishment violence towards people back then. I mean, back then it was more like casual bigotry and hatred from everyday people. Like, if you rode a bike in Wichita, you would get called the F slur.
Yeah.
Bullshit like that.
Yeah.
What's that?
God forbid someone stays active.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It's crazy.
And those guys who'd come into downtown Lawrence and yell at us for riding our bikes to and from La Familia when we worked there.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you remember those guys yelling the F slur. Yeah. I made one of them really mad once. He actually tried to chase me on foot on my bike because I was like, what's more macho? Like, just dumping gas in your car? I power my bike with my own muscles. That's way more macho. And he was like, fuck you, F slur, and then ran after me. But, he was on foot and I was on a bike, so it's also
my favorite retort. My favorite retort was this dude called me the F slur at the bar, and I was like, look, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Second, just because I dress better than your girlfriend and she wants to fuck me doesn't mean I'm gay. that really made him mad.
They don't want you to say anything back. You're just supposed to
take it.
No, they want to feel all big and powerful. They're like,
right.
Yeah, this feels good.
Yeah. I mean, they're just small men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a lot to prove. I don't have shit to prove.
Especially with Verrückt, being overly political isn't necessarily only because of the lyrical content. Recently, we have a song that starts. We've been starting it by doing a Free Palestine chant, and it like lines up with the start of the song, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's
I remember.
Awesome
did you play that at Pallyfest? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I
remember that.
Yeah. We were also one of the only Wichita hardcore. We were the only Wichita hardcore band.
Yeah, I was more disappointed about like. I feel like it would have made more sense to have like maybe like 4 bands or something like that, you know. But like, it's kind of weird that like Eclipse, you know, which is like like a 70s, you know, like
they're like dad.
Yeah, like they're like classic rock sort of vibe. The fact that they were playing, you know, they did such a good cover of War Pigs.
They did.
Yeah, that was such
really
a good
cover.
cover.
They killed that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we'll do that at the start. Like Isaac our vocalist will always like say some shit about like what's going on, like every time we have a show. And like you asked earlier about like how it's received. It's just like, yeah, people are like really up with it. But it's like it's very obvious whenever people come from other scenes from out of town or touring bands coming from out of town, and their scenes are very overly political and are a lot further ahead in that respect than we are. They will say things, and it just I don't know. It feels like it falls on like deaf ears sometimes.
You can't get too complex with it, otherwise you start to lose people. Yeah, you know, if you're like if you say like the slogans that everyone knows, everyone's in agreement with you. But once you start actually like starting to like advocate for this is how we do some good direct action, people just kind of look at each other awkwardly, expecting someone else to do the first step.
Like what would you say the median age is for the?
We have a really young scene.
Yeah, really young. A lot of kids are coming in now, especially
high school kids.
Yeah, a lot of high schoolers are coming in, starting bands.
And I won't lie to you, I didn't want to bring up the effect that TikTok has had on the modern community, but I feel like it'd be wrong to not mention it, considering that this is an episode about the youth. You start to see a lot of people. I'm not a person who tries to be like gatekeeping or anything like that, because if someone comes in because they got on TikTok or anything like that and like, oh, this band is cool, I'm gonna make a bunch of garbage patches and put them on my clothes and then, you know, start listening to them and going to shows. And if they actually become a genuine full-fledged member of the scene, all the more power to them. Yeah. They actually went to shows. That's a hell of a lot better than what a lot of people do who, you know, claim to listen to punk and be punk, but they don't actually partake in the community.
Everyone's journey is going to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's especially going to be different now because of the wide variety of ways you can find the scene.
Right.
Like we've had plenty of people just like walking by venues just like come up and be like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on, I'm just here to hang out.
Really? I've never seen that.
Like that's happened a couple of times. Yeah, I mean the people never really come back, but you know, it still happens. And I mean, the more ways to get people into the scene, the better, honestly. Because it's like I was that shithead 16-year-old like at a show, like hanging out, doing whatever, and I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am now if I wasn't doing that.
I came in at 18, freshly moved out of my parents' place, looking to find the scene in Wichita. Yeah. School was secondary to me. I wanted to find it. Yeah, I was on a mission, and when I found it, I was like, it was just as cool as I had pictured it, and I'm like, I'm not leaving, and I'm gonna be a part of it no matter. And I was 2 years. And now I'm finally in a working progress band of this guy. We just, you know,
nice.
Hopefully on the verge of putting together. Yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet. Name. I'm thinking I really want to do Collective Concussion.
I feel like once we have the vibe for our EP and like what the sound looks like all together, we can like decide on a name after hearing the vibe of the
this
EP.
Is true. There,
you know,
it is a lot different than most of the things that are going on in the scene right now.
It is. I'm not even gonna say it's melodic because like we do have a lot of heavy breakdowns stuff like that, but I introduced the first song. This is a song that I wrote to them. It's honestly, I would say it's more of a metal song.
It is really metal. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's like oh, shit.
But it's like a good mix of like mellow death, but with also like D-beat parts in it. You know, like the main riff is like a melodic death metal sort of riff,
it's and like then we do some sort of Bodom shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sweet.
We just play what sounds good, and you know,
yeah, for sure.
what feels good, what sounds good.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's a lot better than just the same people who do the same 0-1-0-1 breakdowns over and over again, you know?
Yeah. Trying to pigeonhole yourself or limit yourself to a certain kind of sound or genre, I think does a disservice to whatever creative ideas you might have. Like I said, my band like DB and Crust, but like we'll play whatever sounds good.
Exactly, whatever's coming out of the faucet for real.
And I mean, I was in a band called Spirit of the Stairs, and we were fucking post rock and writing complicated 13-minute songs, lots of pedals and shit. And like, I don't want to do that. So I'm probably going to stay away from that and write more fucking dumb, easy shit to play, especially since I'm playing and doing vocals at the same time.
Yeah.
So I keep it a little bit dumb for my old ass brain. But yeah, like limiting yourself to a particular sound, I think is dumb. So we were all fucking raging alcoholics and would do basically whatever drugs were put in front of us, and like just
allegedly.
Allegedly.
In my
sought altered states. And the majority of the people around us in Wichita were a part of that. Kansas City definitely was. There was a lot of wasteoids in Kansas City. No offense to my Kansas City friends, but you know what you were. Lawrence,
we all were. It's not personal.
Yeah. Lawrence had, like, the Pirate House was supposed to be straight edge. We would troll them, and like I would write circles on my hands, and I would go over there, and like I wasn't serious about it. It was all in good fun, and I would like threaten people. I was like, if I don't see you with a cigarette and a beer, I'm gonna carve a circle in your back, because that was when like the Salt Lake City scene was super gnarly. So I would always poke fun of that, and they just let me. I mean, it was whatever. I mean, I was there every night, so. Anyway, what is the scene like now? Is it closer to like straight edge? I know it's a lot of hardcore bands, so is it predominantly straight edge, or is that really still a thing people care about?
I mean,
we have a few straight edge bands now. We have Carefree.
Yeah,
they're a straight edge band.
I mean, I will say that like the aesthetic of straight edge has definitely influenced a lot of even like the younger people in the scene. Like I will say that like crusties and like people who openly flex the fact that they're taking drugs, they're basically non-existent in our scene. There's plenty of people who you'll see smoking cigarettes in the front of the venue or anything like that, but you won't see people like bragging about the fact that they've just got their next big score of heroin or anything like that.
Or like I mean, people go out to bars after the shows, but nobody's really, especially at the Furnace, like it's a sober venue, so the most you'll see happening is like people vaping outside, smoking a cigarette, or
but like that drug-addled sort of like punk sort of situation, I would say that that's basically extinct now.
And there doesn't seem, at least I don't know if it's the same in Kansas, but up here in Chicago, when I do actually go to shows, people aren't drinking. The people who are drinking less, and then there's just a ton of people who are just drinking not at all. They're just not drinking anything. Or they're drinking non-alcoholic drinks or something like that. That seems to be way more common. I don't just mean people my age, but I mean like the kids. The kids aren't drinking alcohol anymore either.
It's expensive. That's why.
Well, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, when we were
crazy stuff,
I am guilty of that.
They don't have $1.50 PBRs anymore.
I mean, you could get a 12-pack of PBR for $4,
right?
And we would get 2 and drink it all.
Well, even at the bar, what was that bar in Kansas City we used to get $1 PBRs from? Buzzard Beach.
Was that the newsroom? Oh,
Buzzard Beach. They're $2
I didn't go there with
newsroom.
You. I didn't go to Buzzard Beach with you.
No,
that was after
it was
I
BJ.
left.
It was BJ and Sarah. Okay.
No, we went to that one fucking place in the plaza that had like $1.25 pints of Bud Light.
Yeah.
And it was
Drinking 'cause it was
terrible,
cheap.
but it was
Yeah.
$1.25 for a pint.
Then
So
that's about how much we had. So,
we would go there and pour salt in it to make it taste not as shitty.
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, our scene was definitely riddled with alcohol and drug abuse.
And it was different too, because I mean, everybody in the scene had like shitty jobs, service industry jobs, stuff like that. But you could live on a service industry job
for sure.
Like you could pay rent, buy booze.
Yeah, I mean, our fucking rent in Kansas City, we split it 2 ways, and it was $187.50 each.
Yeah.
Oh God, that sounds so nice. I feel like that was my electric bill last.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 2-bedroom apartment just north of Westport, and it was $350 total.
My rent here split. Granted, I split it with my 2 roommates. It's like 14, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
and
hell, man.
it's fucking 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, something like that.
And that's more expensive than my mortgage, and I have a 5-bedroom house.
In Wichita, that's insane. In Chicago, that'd be a good price.
Get over. Frankly, I'm surprised that Gen Z hasn't started a revolution right now, just due to housing cost. The fact that we are never going to own a home.
No.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm super worried about my kids. I mean, my oldest is 18, so in some years she's going to be looking to try and do that, and I don't know that she'll be able to. Yeah, we saw Against Me like in 99 or 2000 when they were touring around in Laura Jane Grace's mom's fucking station wagon.
Really?
Yeah,
that's a story and a half. Damn.
They played in my friend's living room. I have a video of it.
Flanders house.
I send it to you.
What happens when you live in a city that ain't got shit going on? I was like, you miss out on all these, like, oh yeah, that was me. I was there.
I was there 3,000 years ago.
They play at Flanders and Pirate, right?
No, Haunted Kitchen.
Haunted Kitchen, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was Haunted Kitchen because it was after you were gone. You already left.
Yeah, I was already back in Wichita.
Right. Yeah. So the Haunted Kitchen one is the one I saw. I missed the Flanders one.
Nah, you were there. I swear.
Was I there?
No, Yeah, you had to be.
I'll
have that fucking muffler, man.
I'll ask Mr.
You
Power.
were there.
I'll ask him.
You were
He'll remember.
There. You were there.
I used to get blackout drunk a lot back then. So
yeah. No, it was when you still lived. It was when you still lived with me, I think.
Okay. Well,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. You lived with Leahy then, so.
Oh, okay.
You already moved out.
Okay, so maybe I was there, maybe I wasn't, but I do remember I was at the Haunted Kitchen one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I would have got to Lawrence because I didn't live there. I was still in Kansas City, and maybe BJ and Sarah. I don't know.
Probably.
This guy over here, he's gonna release a. I mean, I mentioned this in the Lost episode, but like about how Verrückt is gonna release their first EP soon.
Also, dude, Luke completely redid the mix.
Is it better
on
now?
One of the songs. It sounds fucking crazy.
Okay, you gotta.
I'm gonna show it to you after this.
All right, yeah.
It sounds so. Fucking
Do you have permission for me to send it to these guys so they can glaze it?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah. It sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Also, just as an aside, since my band is gonna start playing shows and getting out there, we should play a show together.
This is true.
Yeah.
It could totally happen.
Message Long Live DIY on Instagram, and they'll probably get you set up. I think that shows have been booked up through like November and stuff like that. You know? But like, I mean, Furnace isn't going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
And bands drop off shows all the time.
This is true.
So.
Word. And so I did hear a rumor. I brought this up last time. I remembered. I heard a rumor that like I think it's the Furnace. They don't like older dudes playing there. They want to keep the scene young.
I don't know nothing about that. To be 100% real
about that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
One of my friends who's in a band, I think he tried to play there, and they're like, nah, we're interested in the younger scene or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. No, that's weird.
Look, it's third-hand information, so I don't know.
No, you're good.
I mean, being a DIY punk rock band, I want to play for the DIY scene. I don't want to just play fucking Kirby's all the time. I want to play for kids, and I want to play for DIY, and I think it would just be more fun, and
vibes are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me know if you ever do come play up here. I'll come see you for sure.
word. I will be sure to do that.
Yeah.
And we should fucking hook something up together. Play some fucking punk rock shows. It'd be fucking rad.
Hit up the DIY or hit up the band account, Clawed Out. I'll actually be seeing them. I see Liz all the time. She lives near me, so I'll mention it.
All right, so the most important question. It's already been spoiled for Kevin. Did you happen to listen to it?
No, I did not, and I greatly apologize.
That's all right. So in 1991, the most important punk rock record was released. This is the Shit Split by Filth on one side and Blatz on the other side. And there's only two kinds of punks in the world. Well, three. Filth punks, Blatz punks, and fucking posers. So we ask everyone that's a guest what kind of punk they are. Filth side, Blatz side, or posers. And it sounds like you guys are fucking posers. So.
Yes, poser.
Probably.
You should listen to it. It's a lot of fun.
It's really good. Both sides are fantastic.
Both sides are great. It was like the quintessential 90s punk rock record. Filth is heavier and more metal, closer to crust. I wouldn't call it crust. It's more like chaos punk, drunk punk. And then Blatz is like silly, like the fun part of punk. Like crazy drunk, chaotic silliness.
Yeah.
Good times.
Word.
It's available on YouTube. You can listen to it top to bottom.
Split.
The shit
Shit
split.
split. Yeah.
Yeah. If you type that into YouTube, it will bring it up.
Yep.
Okay, word. I'll be sure to do that.
Also, we were talking about skate punk earlier. Another really good skate punk band that not a lot of people know is a band from Atlanta called Quadaliacha. They're super fucking good. So if you like skate punk, go check out Quadaliacha. They had a 7-inch called Keeper of the Seven Bass Players, because I guess they just went through a ton of bass players. So through the history of the band, they had, I guess, 7 bass players. So they put an EP out called Keeper of the Seven Bass Players. It's good shit.
That's awesome.
So
love an EP with a story.
Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'll be in touch about booking shows, and the whole premise of this podcast was about punk houses. So if there are people hosting shows in their houses now, it might be rad to talk to them too, just to see what current era. I don't know if they would consider them punk houses, but they're putting on shows at their house, so meets the qualifications to me.
I would love, in fact, I'd go a step further, and I would love to have people who are hosting shows in their houses now do a podcast about that, and then we would just release it. They could piggyback on our RSS, our YouTube, all that shit.
So if any youths want to have a podcast about the current scene, under our umbrella, that would be rad. We wouldn't like no monetary anything for us, like just to do it, because we don't make any fucking money. Like it would just
we make $14 a month, all right.
Oh,
14. It stacks up. It only
almost pays for Zoom.
Almost. We're getting closer to breaking even.
So I mean, if you know anybody that would be like interested in doing something like that and would want to, do it under our umbrella,
I think you should. I think these would be really good ideas to bring up to a local zine.
Boy Bones.
Yeah.
I think they already have their own podcast.
Yeah, I mean, just like getting the word out there, like, yo, if you want to do this.
I mean, Bones, has always talked about collaboration of other zines and stuff like that, so I'm sure that they'd be happy.
They'd be happy to put that out in the world.
I actually reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast, and it was a while ago, so I ought to reach out again and see if he wants to come on, or they want to come on. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Kevin, nice
doing it again. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the 18th at Kirby's for my first show.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to you guys in the meantime, but hit me up if you're ever in Chicago, and whenever Southwest gets off their duffs and actually has that direct flight to Wichita from Chicago, I'll fly down and actually see you guys play.
So, awesome. All right.
Sure, thank you.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Right. You too, man. Take it easy. Appreciate your time.
Yeah. Bye.
I'm just throwing this out there. It's fucking October again, so we ought to do Green State.
Green State? Green Room?
State. Green Room.
Green Room. That is our next movie that we're doing for a Punk Movie Review, which we are many months behind on.
It is a horror movie, and it is October.
It is October. That, so. Yeah. So let's do for the next Punk Movie Review. I want to do that before the end of October because our last October movie was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So this one's a little more high dollar.
You want to try and do it next week?
Yeah.
Why don't we just schedule it? Yeah. And that way we don't
get blow it off again. Yeah.
So let's just plan on doing it.
We could do way more of these and this show and finally start cranking out horizontal episodes if people donated. You got to give so we can quit our jobs and focus on this full time because I don't want to have my job anymore.
Yeah, same. So did you see that Costco is going to start base pay at $30 an hour?
No shit.
Most new hires.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's more than I make right now.
That is not more than I make, but
no.
Yeah.
You live in Chicago too.
I'd probably be happier.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Benefits too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good job, Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. Way better than Sam's Club.
Yeah, fuck Sam's Club.
Fuck Sam's
Who wants
Club.
to give the Waltons money?
No, fuck them. But yeah, everybody make sure you go to our website, www.prairiepunkpress.com. Make sure you watch us on YouTube, hit that like button. Make sure you listen to us on our RSS feed. Just run them both at the same time. Try to sync them up so it doesn't, feel any different. Just so we can make sure we get those sweet, sweet clicks. Yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you like, tell people you don't like. Because we definitely have hate listeners, and that's still engagement. So
I welcome your hate.
I welcome it. Thank you. Tell your friends too, so we can, get even more listeners and more engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll go. We did get 2 new subscribers to our YouTube channel for the first time in a long time. So we now have 64 subscribers instead of 62.
Man.
Pretty excited.
Tens and tens.
Yeah. It's glorious.
I love it.
Do you want to thank our patrons?
I do. I love you all, especially the patrons. Mr. Power, Johnny, Chris, Alec, Adam. Ayo.
You got it.
Have you checked to see if there's any more lately?
It's been like a week since I've checked. I'll check again.
Probably not.
Yeah. So if we missed you, I apologize. We'll get you next time.
I took too long to make buttons, and my friend took the button maker back.
Shit.
But I can still go use it whenever. So I just need to go do it. So
sweet.
I'm still planning on buttons, and I'm still planning on getting them to you, lovely, lovely patrons. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So
Thanks,
support us,
everyone.
So we can quit our jobs and we can put out more stuff and then actually make the merch that we keep promising we're going to make. So yeah.
Fuck capitalism. Fuck Elon Musk. Fuck Twitter. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. Fuck Stephen Miller. Fuck fascism. Fuck Nazis.
Delete your Twitter account.
Yeah, all that shit.
Awesome.
And fuck those posers at the Patriot Punk podcast.
Yeah.
Fucking posers.
Fucking AstroTurf ass motherfuckers, man. Fucking Turning
tourists.
Point USA money. Come on. Give me a fucking break.
Fucking Turning Point punks.
Jesus Christ.
Get
That's
the
what we talked
fuck
about in
outta
the
here.
last episode. It's like, of course
yeah.
they're going to have a more slick looking podcast and website and stuff because they're getting money dumped into their coffers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's why you should do that for us too. All right. Bye.